what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another Hardcore Tanoshi reaction. Today we have Srav3R's Dorado. This one was requested by Snores and my executive producers, so that guarantees that I'm going to listen to it and give this one all of my thoughts and opinions. So that's basically all I got. No context or anything. Just listen to the song, and that's what I'm going to do. So without further ado, let's go! Ooh, kind of just jumping in. I thought I was going to take it a little bit slower. Immaculate vibes. Brilliant. Ooh. There it goes. Delay there. Caught me off guard. I love this progression. Almost a little classical. Ooh. So that extra layer of synth in there. I want to see what happens when the song really kicks off, though, because I know we're not there yet. Ooh, wait a minute. Taking time for a halftime burst. But I feel the build. Always gonna get me with that halftime stuff. Can't help myself. Really cool distortion on that too. It's constant arpeggio, just going. Running that scale. It's a little bit lo-fi here. See, now I'm thinking that we did hit the peak. I thought they were gonna keep cranking it up, but I don't know, unless we've got another round yet, but this might be just kind of keeping it more steady. Yeah, okay. We're just doing this, which, not a problem. If anything, I actually kind of prefer this. Just choosing a cap and staying there. Progression is good, but eventually you just need to know where your cap needs to be. Yeah, it's having more fun with this, like, switch up stuff. Like, you can really tell that Srav3R likes to do that just out of one song. I mean, again, I'll say it. Immaculate vibes. Very nice decay there too. Man, yeah, really no negative notes here. For once, I think I found a song that I like when it stays where it needs to be and doesn't push farther. Like I said during the reaction too, I like that, but I also love it when a song naturally progresses throughout the song. It's kind of hard to decipher when they should and shouldn't do either or. That comes to a whole nother argument and basically just entirely boils down to vibes, right? Like, it really just depends on what your goal is for the song, and I think that that's why this works so well. I think that's why, even though I started expecting there to be more, that's because I've heard other stuff from Hardcore Tenoshi, and I was expecting there to be more and more and more, and just the energy constantly building, adding new layers to it. But instead of that, they hit their cap. They stayed at this steady rate that they reached at the first chorus, and they just were like, you know what? That's going to be our peak. And I love that because they allowed themselves to then experiment with changing things up in the rhythm a little bit and getting a little bit more fun with the general structure instead of just going, you know what we can do? More, add more. We need more. You don't always have to do that, you know? So it's nice to hear a song once in a while that knows, you know, find a musician that knows when a song is supposed to hit its cap and they decide to make that the call, you know? It's just, I mean, it's so uncommon for me because I hear so many songs that are like, let's keep pushing the bar, raising the bar. And also songs that just don't ever hit the bar. And it's really sad because it's like, I want there to be more. But for this one, I was satisfied with the first chorus. I was already involved with the song by then. And by the time it was out, I was already having fun and they started switching stuff up a little bit more. And I'm like, ooh, yay, some more like creative approaches to how they're handling the structure instead of just going, you know what we can do? Another layer, you know, another synth. Let's add, I don't know, one more. It's just, again, the more thing does not always need to happen. So it's nice to hear ones that aren't. And this song nailed it. Srav3R nailed it. I love this. I mean, like, I had no qualms about anything in the mix whatsoever. I could hear everything super clearly. The bass was super pumpy. You could hear all of the other instruments. Nothing was over sidechained, which is pretty common in these songs. So I was really excited when that didn't happen. And they were just sticking to their guns. And that's all you got to do sometimes. And it's a good song as a result of that because you can feel the love and fun they were having while making it. And that, I think, is a trap for a lot of musicians. Not the genre trap, just like the trap of continuing to build up. At some points, you don't need to. Obviously, there's plenty of examples where you should continuously build and let the song work itself out and find that perfect cap. And sometimes that won't happen throughout the journey of the song until the final chorus. That's a natural progression as well. But once in a while, you do find these songs that are just like building up and you're like, okay, but how are we going to go beyond that? There's still 2 more minutes of the song. And they did exactly what you should do. Play around with it. Have a little bit more fun with the structure. Get a little bit more creative on that front because you still have to evolve the song somehow. You have to make it something that isn't going to be a 1-minute loop constantly. But also, you know, you don't really have to try that hard all the time. Like I said at the very beginning, the core of that is vibes. Whatever you feel like as a musician is the peak, that's what you should trust. You shouldn't then go, well, I'm already here. I've got to make it bigger. Don't fall into that trap. If you feel like your song has reached its peak in the first chorus, that's fine. Leave that energetic peak there. You can do other things with the song that aren't adding more layers. But this is entirely subjective and up to the person who's making it and the opinions of those that they trust. Like, hey bro, I made this song. What do you think I should do with it? Do you think I should leave it alone? Like, what should I adjust, if anything at all, you know? And you gotta trust your friends there who you're asking the opinions of. If you respect their opinion, you'll probably trust whatever they say as well as your own gut. You need to just generally trust yourself and where that song leads you. Sometimes you don't write the song and the song writes itself. And this, I think, is one of those cases where you're just like, I'm going to leave it. I'm going to trust it where it is, and I'm going to use my talents elsewhere to keep things alive throughout the runtime. But I do think that's about all I got to say on this one, despite it basically being the same opinion restated and rephrased a few times, because it's hard to like get those words out and make them make sense. So I try to offer some variety of that opinion. So if you didn't understand the way I worded it one way, maybe you understood the second or third, but in general, the vibe is still the same. The approach is still the same, and whichever one made did you resonate with that statement? I hope it sticks with you because it is so important to the listener, because that's who I am. I'm the average listener. I have a little bit more experience in music than some, but not so much that I find myself a god in any respect. I am just a guy with a drum set, learning guitar. I've never been a professional musician in any real capacity, so I don't count myself as that, and I don't act as that. I just share my opinions, and as a listener, I think that that's what this musician did perfectly, was find the vibe, stuck to it, trusted their gut or the opinions of others, whichever one it happened to be, and just listened. But I'll digress there. Thank you all so very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video and you want me to get to something else, by all means, drop in the comments below and I will do my best as always. Or if, like Snores did, you want to guarantee that I listen to something, you can always go to my Patreon or my YouTube memberships, or you can force me to listen to something. Doesn't matter who it's by, what it's from, if it's good or bad, none of that matters. That's why it's a guarantee. But if you don't want to do any of that, maybe just want to follow me and support me for more stuff coming in the future, you know how to do all that. And I will see all of you in the next video. Goodbye!